Hello there, my name is Muhammad Farah Aziz. What's your name? Who are you? Where are you? And what are the another question in English? Can you name them? Six. I got six. Let's go to explain and see. In English, we have five very common questions. They are, repeat with me, who, what, when, where, why, and how. When I was learning Japanese and Spanish, the very first thing that I learned was the 5 WH question in Japanese. So, I recommend that you remember this in English. You've got six very important questions that you can ask anytime, anywhere, at any place necessary. So, let's go through and think about what we would use this WH question for conversation. Have you ever had a really boring conversation with someone? Mm, I have all the time, every day. We say it like pulling teeth to get someone to speak to you or have a conversation, which means pulling teeth is painful. The person is not interested in what you're saying. You would rather talk to the wall than speak to this person. So, here's how not to be boring when you're trying to have a conversation with someone. Someone may ask you a question for example, what did you do yesterday? Most of you go, nothing. Whoa, you're a really cool, exciting person. I don't want to talk to you anymore. So, you can say something simple like, I ate dinner. Good. We've got something. So you can then continue the conversation with the person and say who who cooked the dinner, and the person says my mom. Cool. Okay. So you know that this person ate dinner, so they can't be that boring, and then you know that they have a mother. 2 points. Can you think of what question you could ask someone about dinner? What did you eat? Or what did your mother cook? Okay, what did she cook? And the person guessed food. And at this point, I would give up and carry on to a different conversation with another person like you. Maybe you know that the person does sport or the person likes drawing or painting. So you can say, why did you start playing a sport? Where did you start playing a football? Usually people like to talk about their favorite team. It's like Manchester United, Barcelona. So if you can start the person talking on something they like, your conversation is going to go amazingly. So what about a where question? Maybe you are at a meeting or you're in a very awkward social situation where you have to speak to people, and maybe the person is not from your country. You can ask them a very simple question. Can you think of a why question you could ask someone? Let's talk about food. Where did your mother cook food? That's a strange question. Why do you like football? Where did you start studying English? And then this crazy one. How? This is kind of a strange question, but there are techniques. You could say, how long? How long have you studied English for? Or how long did you live in your home country? How long did you work at your job? How long did you live? Maybe you're talking to a ghost. That would be cool. And then you say, "Gus, how long did you live? How long did you live in your country?" So, what's very important and that I almost forgot was because there are questions. You need to always have a question mark when you're writing. When you're speaking, you know, the person is asking you a question because your voice goes up. So I wouldn't say, "What did she cook?" I would say, "What did she cook?" Every single time in English you ask a question, your voice got up at the end of the question, so the person know if their chance to so the person know if their chance to answer. And not to be boring, you've got homework. The next time you have a conversation with someone in English or your language, think of one of the six WH questions you could ask them. Or if you're really ambitious, think of six WH questions you could ask them to continue your conversation if you would like more great continuing conversations. That's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.